And we danced, and we cried, and we laughed, and had a really, really, really good time. Take my
Here we have our telephone. It's an extraordinary device. I can make some great international calls sometimes.
Our lives, our lives. Tonight, cause tonight's the night, am I right? Dance!
Oh look, I caught one!
Welcome to the University of Waterloo. Today we'll be going inside the Fluid Mechanics lab to use the flume. Come along. So what we're going to be doing is putting fish inside the flume to see exactly where they make the habitats, based off of Reynolds number. Here's my lab technician, TH.
Oh hi, I didn't see you there. I was just preparing to take a bath actually.
Well, would you like to show us exactly how investigation will go today?
Oh sure. So what we have here is an apparatus full of flume. And what we've got is a steady state flow flowing through the system and exiting at this outlet right here. What we put in is some fine grained sediments over here, and we build it up so that we can study the behavior of feeder fish with respect to the flow rate. Now what we want to do is we're going to calculate the flow rate by calculating the volume that fills up this granulated cylinder in a given time. Using that flow rate, we will be able to determine the velocity and in turn determine the Reynolds number. So according to my calculations, that's about 0.0007 meters cubed per second. So give or take 1 liter per second flow rate, which is pretty good, that's what we wanted.
Now it's time to introduce the real stars of the show, the fish. We're going to put them in the flume.
Look at that magnificent beast. You see how it is adapted to hiding out in an area.
Hi.
Reynolds number. It's avoiding the fast velocities that are going to be attributed to the top of this channel. It's going to hide out in the area of low pressure. Crikey, that is a magnificent...
So now I'm going to explain to you guys how we actually go about calculating the Reynolds numbers with the two different fish. The first fish we have is the fish here, which is being foolish, which our friend TH has nicknamed Ronnie. And then we have the fish here, which is being the smarter one.
So I think at this point we're all very familiar with the Reynolds number and how to calculate it. But so let's look at this specific example. I think it's more convenient to express our velocity in terms of a flow rate over an area. And the way we calculated that flow rate was by using our average flow rate with our 3 trial volumes and times that were recorded. The area we're considering is this region over here with a width of 7 centimeters and height of 2 centimeters. And the length we're looking at is the length of the fish body, which we've assumed as 5 centimeters. And we're considering a flow of 20 degrees Celsius, and we were given a kinematic viscosity for that. So plugging in all our numbers into this expression, we should receive a Reynolds number in the order of 27,755, if my calculations are correct.
In this demonstration, we can see that behind the rock there is an area of very turbulent flow, which is represented by the circular and random motion of the die. As we get closer to the top, we can see that the area of flow here is very stable and very straight lined. This means that the area behind the rock is an area of higher turbulence, which will correspond to a higher Reynolds number. This will cause the fish to have to put less effort into movement due to the fact that the inertial forces and the drag forces on the fish will be less.
The fish life cycle starts off with fish spawning in the freshwater streams. Here, they will lay their eggs, which will develop in the stream gravel and hatch in 1 to 3 months. These larval fish rear in the stream gravel anywhere between 1 to 5 months. From here, the fry will emerge in the spring or summer. This is followed by the juvenile fish, which rear in fresh water for a few days to 4 years, depending on their species. The smolts will then migrate to the ocean, usually in the spring or summer, and may spend time rearing in a river or estuary. The life cycle starts off again when the fish return to the spawning sites. That's the fish life cycle. As I just mentioned, fish tend to lay their eggs within gravel bits. This is because these gravel bits serve as a shelter to the eggs. These areas where the eggs are laid are typically of low pressure and will prevent the eggs from being swept away. As shown in our demonstration today, fish take refuge behind large rocks in areas of high Reynolds number. This is also true in the real world, where salmon swimming upstream require rest, and so take refuge in these areas as well, just like this little fishy here. The concepts we learned today were right here in the classroom.
And here.
And out here in the real world.